Hi, Annie here, and today I'm back with an art supply haul. So if that's your bag, hang around. I'm sure, it was in the title description, so if you're here, you want to be. Anyway, I'm going to get right into it. This is stuff I've either bought or got over the last 11 or 12 months, I guess. And yeah, I'm going to jump right in. The first is a couple things I got on giant Amazon sales last around, I think, just in the new year. But anyway, the first thing I have here is graphitant. This is the 24 set. So this is tinted graphite. And I think I have the sample card here that I've made of the colors. And so these are pencils that you can use just as pencils, or they are also water soluble. So here they are. Unfortunately, since I got a lot of this stuff because of my health and my vision, I haven't gotten to use it as much as I would like, but hey, that's how it goes sometimes, and I plan to get back to using it soon. So yeah, these I like because they're kind of like those muted neutrals, but with, there's bits of color here and there. I have used them for a couple different pictures that I've done so far and do really like them, so that's fun and all good. Here I've got a bit of a mess going on beside me here. I've got to figure out how to stack stuff so I have a place to put stuff as I go. I'm going to do that, and then I'm actually going to go to something else first so I can stack stuff up better after. Here are it's a set of 3 natural hair Princeton brushes. These are for acrylic paints mostly, so it's a number 4 round and then 2 flats. I think it's a 6 and an 8 or something along that line. And yeah, they're natural bristle. And I got these, again, around Christmas time last year. So, where am I going to put those? Okay, there we go. Those ones. And then I'll also show these. I picked these up on Amazon when they were on for a very little price. It's the colorless blenders from Prismacolor. These are meant to be used with pencil crayons. So, yeah, I haven't tried these ones yet. They just, they were on for a sale. I don't use pencil crayons tons, but I saw a couple different ways to use these that I thought it might be good to have around, and when I saw them for the price I did, I decided to pick them up. The next thing I have here is the Derwent Inktense set of 24. Again, this was another one that had gone on a giant sale at Amazon last around Christmas time, at the same time as the other ones. And here is the swatch that I made. I hope I'm getting everything in shot there. So these ones definitely have a much more vibrant color palette, and once they're on, they're permanent, unlike the watercolor pencils, which I've had a set of Derwent watercolor pencils for quite a while now, but these ones, once they're on, they are what am I trying to say? They're waterproof, like you can't lift them. So, and the one side on each of these swatches that's darker, that's 2 layers there. So I was trying to see the intensities and all of that stuff, and they come like this, and these ones are round as well. Like the pencils are all round with don't want everything to fall on me there, but that's what they look like inside. And you can use these without adding water to them, but they really do look quite impressive when the water is added. And I have to say, I think I actually prefer the Inktense a little bit to the watercolor pencils for some things, but I have found that the watercolor pencils and the pencils as paints have been easier to get out right now when I'm not able to sit up for a long time. And then here's a giant set of the 72 watercolor pencils. This is Derwent again, and this is, I believe, all the colors in their collection, and it is a monster of a set. Oh, of course. It's 2 layers of pencils, so it's quite a lot. I'm going to be careful here because I really don't want to dump everything onto the floor here. But that is, you're not going to be able to, I'm not going to tilt it enough, I don't think, to, anyway, so that's the top layer there. And then there's another, the plastic tray comes right out, and there is another layer underneath. And here is the swatch sample that I made for that one. I did manage to get them all on one card, but in some ways I wish I'd ended up using a bigger one, so I could have got some bigger swatches. But again, like really, really pretty colors, and some that are quite vibrant and others that are, you know, lots of neutral colors in this one as well. I had the smaller set of 24, I believe, of the watercolor pencils, but then this one I did, you know, end up with. So I have some duplicates, but that's okay because there are quite a few colors that I did not have in, like the one that I had, I didn't have a lot of like these really vibrant ones up at in there that are quite really nice to have. So, and also I do like, why am I, I do like having duplicates of a couple of them because I was actually getting quite low on my steel, what is it, my steel blue and like some of those darker blues and grays. So, and here is the other one that I got, and I have not been into this one very much because I just, it's a bigger thing to set up. This is the Inktense Blocks. I haven't been into this one as much just simply because it's, you know, a lot bigger one to get out, and I have been using the pencils when I've been going for that. I'm hoping to get back to doing more art. In the thing, it was just one of those things where I ended up with my health kind of deteriorating as I was, ended up getting into all this stuff. So these are the Inktense, and again, they're 2 layers of it. So these are the blocks, and you can use them like you would a pastel or almost like as a pan. I have used, I think, one on the other tier. I can't get this, I'm afraid of dropping, I don't have a real spot around me to set them, but I used one on the bottom tier for for a project I was using, just using a bit off the end. They come out pretty nice, but like I said, these ones are a bit unruly for me right now, just simply because it's quite a heavy, substantial set, and I'm just not up and around very much to get them all set out and laid out. But I'm looking forward to getting a chance to use these, especially if the vibrancy is anything like the Inktense pencils, which I have the 24 in. So I'm looking forward to being able to play with all the colors on this one. So I had been watching at the beginning of the year there, several different YouTubers that had been doing a lot of work with Inktense, so I'm quite excited to get a chance to use those more. Here are 2 little pads of paper. Amazon in Canada, when they're selling them themselves, not like some other seller, these are quite a good value, and again, like really good size for me for what I like to paint, and I do like doing small portraits and stuff like that. So these are a really good size, and when they're on from Amazon and like a good price, these are under $4 usually. So they have they're 12 sheets of the 400 series, and yeah, so it's like half a sheet of paper. What's the actual measurement? 5.5 by 8.5, I think. Yeah, so it's like the, you know, that makes up like one sheet of paper type thing. But yeah, they're, like I said, a really handy size. The paper's decent. I have had other paper I've been playing around with, but these ones just are so easy to pull out and use, so that's handy. And let's see here. Got stuff, like I said, not organized too good here, but we'll, I also have the Micron Pigma pens. I do really like these. I wasn't sure I would, which I don't know quite why, but I love them. They're great for outlining, sketching, you know, anything like that. They're water resistant, so you can use the watercolors or, you know, water colored mediums, you know, the graphitin, anything like that over top of them, and they won't smudge. Yeah, these, really enjoying. I use the fine ones and the slightly thicker ones. I'm at some point in the future want to look into the brush tipped ones because those look quite nice as well, but you know, like I said, I haven't been doing as much lately, so not a big rush for those. Here I have Artist Loft's Super Value Canvas Pack. There are 7 of them in here. This is the 12 by 12 size. I plan on doing some kind of collage-y type art on these, and maybe wrapping like fabric and stuff around them. I have a bunch of projects in mind, so hopefully I'll be able to get to that soon. These ones are a good size, but they're not giant, so for covering with paint stuff, if I don't get the hang of it, or, you know, as I'm learning to do different things, they're not a huge waste, but at the same time, they're not tiny either. I am really looking forward to getting back in the swing of things with the art. Have you used any of the Derwent products before? Because like I said, I've been enjoying playing around with them. I really like the Graphitent and the Inktense. I do like the watercolor pencils as well. I think it's just because I'd had those, that other set for a year before, so I'd had time to kind of play with it and all that stuff. So the other stuff's a bit newer, and like I said, it kind of, I got interrupted for, you know, playing with it and experimenting with that stuff. Plus I ended up with kind of an avalanche of supplies all at once, which, you know, wasn't the intention at the time. So yeah, I just have a lot of stuff that I want to catch up with and do all that. And I also am going to, I think, insert other shots right now of a couple other things I got, and so that'll be right here. And here we have the arches. This is cold pressed pad. I got it as a gift this year. It's 100% pure cotton, and this is the 10 by 14 inch size. I've used only one page so far, but I do plan on using this much more once I get fully back in the swing of painting. And the second pad of paper I have here, or the notebook of paper, is Canson Monteval, the watercolor paper, and it's on a spiral ring. It's 9 by 12, 140 pounds. There's 20 sheets in this. I got it with a coupon at Michael's. This is my second book of this paper, and it's really nice. I like it better than the Strathmore 400 or 300 series, especially for when I'm wanting to paint something a bit bigger, but I'm not sure how I'd compare it for my personal taste to the arches. You know, they're all all these papers can be a bit different, so take a bit of adjusting to, and I certainly haven't practiced enough with the arches yet to kind of place it in. I do really like this one though, and it's much more affordable than the arches. Anyway, so that was my art supply haul. It was, you know, pretty, like a decent size haul for me, certainly, but you know, it wasn't the biggest haul ever, but it's certainly more to be enough to be getting on with, and I feel very lucky to have, you know, found a couple of those things for huge discounts, and also, you know, ended up with the things I did. So anyway, if you enjoy this kind of thing, subscribe, and I want to mention that if you are only here for my art videos and crafting videos and such, and you're not interested in anything else, I'd love it if you were, but if you're not, I do have a channel where I'm uploading just those videos for right now. And they'll be here, but also I'm going to put them over there for right now, because I know that there's a lot of people that only are interested in that, and I think they get fed up with the DVD and movie and all that stuff that I talk about. So there is a second channel that will be listed below if that's more your thing, but I'd love for you to stay here as well. So anyway, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I'm trying to put out a new video every week on my main channel. The crafting ones will be more sporadic and only when I have a, you know, major crafting thing going on. But yeah, I'm trying to put out a video every week on the main channel, but we'll see how it goes, as you know, I'm just getting back into the swing of it, and I'm still struggling with some pretty major health issues. So we'll see how it goes, but I've missed everybody so much, and I'm really so happy to have been able to make, you know, videos again and get back into it because I have missed everyone. So anyway, I'm going to sign off for now, and I hope you're all having a good week, and I'll talk to you soon, hopefully. Bye.